My parents were great music lovers and they had an upright piano at our apartment. And at some point they just realized that I was trying to find a melody with my finger on the piano, which we had. And it didn't matter if it was a pop piece or which I just heard or classical melodies. And they brought me as I was 5 years old to a special music school, Gnesin, in Moscow, just to check how about my hearing and everything. And that's how my life with the piano started. To be honest, I was never even considering to play any other instrument because piano for me is absolutely universal. And I can imitate any orchestra instrument on the piano. It can also imitate a human voice, anything. So it's an absolutely universal box, magic box. Yes, my partner in my life. Yeah. Depends on the certain piece. Sometimes it's a certain smell which I smell. Sometimes it's a visual that I see a certain picture, let's say mostly landscape, for instance, or a certain color. Sometimes it's just a character which I feel like a clown, for instance, some kind of feeling inside, but it's always connected with some images or feelings which I experienced, and sometimes I have to feel that I experienced them without knowing them. This is something even more, let's say, exciting because I can explore basically some other types of emotions which I haven't experienced yet or maybe will never experience, but I can imagine that this is what the music is about, for instance. So this is something like acting a little bit. Yeah. This is one of the most strong art forms because it's absolutely up to you, to listener, to interpreter, the way how you explore it. It's also similar. You read the words and you will read them on one and you will experience one feeling and I will experience another, but music is even more abstract than a book because words are already something more precise. For me, sometimes it's easier to express certain emotions in music because I think the words are not, well, the words I am using sometimes are less precise than a music phrase or a certain piece. Descriptions of nature are very fascinating, the music of Claude Debussy. I think they're so extremely colorful with all senses. It's not only seeing or hearing, it's also smelling, you know. But sometimes it's also in the pieces where there's no program, there is no title, which already gives us the link. This connection between the music and nature is also very natural, and I feel very privileged also when I am able to perform in the middle of the nature, like I'm doing here at the festival, and I'm very, very excited because it's a completely different experience comparing to the concert hall, with the noises, with the wind. Everything is just so pure, and that's why I'm very, very happy to perform my Chopin program at the festival.